Hey, what time is it? Hey, what time is it? It is mac and cheese time. What does that mean? That means this Ford F-150 standard two-door lowered four-wheel drive 5.0 Coyote motor is going to go for a tune-up, an exhaust tune-up. I'm going to take this truck over to Mac and Cheese, and I'm going to see if we can redo this exhaust. I just don't like the look of the exhaust on this truck. I think it kind of looks gaudy because of the way it sits back here. So we're going to go to see Mac and Cheese and see if he can get me an exhaust tune-up where the exhaust goes from being all the way in the back till we do a little side exit here to get the truck a little cooler and more clean look. So stay tuned for the Mac and Cheese adventures on what is a very, very icy, cold, rainy day. And why am I driving this? Why am I driving this in such a rainy, icy day? Because I need an exhaust change out. That's why. Stay tuned. More adventures to come on Ice HCV. How do you know when your kid's been driving your car? Isn't this my car? She leaves all her cups, this, that, everything else. The seat's all the way up. It just doesn't end. Oh, I just love it. So my kid is driving around this truck where the tire pressures are extremely low. Just unbelievable. I mean, you know, just really ridiculous. These tires are off for probably a good 6 pounds. Let's see what the door says on the tire pressures. Like 10 pounds off. That's just really maddening. That's just really disappointing that my daughter is that lackadaisical on that. I mean, just, and I guarantee she's been driving around now this truck for the last month at least, and doesn't, you know, check. I mean, it's just like, take the keys away, borderline, take the keys away. It's like, you ain't gonna drive my cars. I mean, just really, that's just, because now, technically, I need to fill up all these tires in the truck. That's gonna kill a half an hour. It'd be unbelievable. Alright, well, here's the first project. With my little portable air gun. I should have figured that out. I still, to this day, can't believe that I didn't figure that out. I mean, I'm just stumped. Just incredible. I should have been one of the first with that idea. But nope, so here we are. We always hit at 25. Now we're 29. Oh boy. Alright. That makes life simpler. Just incredible. Can't believe the kid. Yeah, anybody there have any kids? Yeah, how's that play out for you, right? Yeah. Okay, let's try this one more time. On the Mac and Cheese adventures. Let's see here what's in here. Wow, the truck should be nice and toasty warm now. There we go. Now we're getting things back in order. And onward we go in the bumpity bump two-door Ford F1 race truck on a rainy, cold, icy day. Now the main roads aren't all iced over. So here we are. What a big difference in the driving a ice vehicle with a real exhaust on it versus the fake exhaust from the Dodge Charger electric vehicle. Now today, I'm going to leave this thing out of the sport mode. You have different drive modes, and the sport mode I think is going to be a little too much. I want this thing to kind of maybe bust loose a little bit, so I'm going to kind of leave it alone. You haven't driven this truck in quite a while. That's a really cool truck. The only downside to it is it's very choppy truck. I mean, first of all, it's a two-door truck, but secondly, it's been lowered and modified with a custom suspension that makes it very stiff. So it is fun to drive, but for me, eventually it does kind of wear you out because it just kind of beats you up so much. I wish it had a little softer ride on it. And I'm sure some people would say, well, if you put an airbag suspension of wood. Like, okay, well, sure, there's another $5,000. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. So, but the kid loves it, and this is about me just wanting to get a little bit more of a cool theme of the exhaust. I don't know. I mean, Mac may be too much for this. He may tell me he wants a good chunk of money, and I'll be like, nah, I don't think it's worth it, because I just can't see it being that radical to put a side exhaust on this thing. But I don't know. That's what we'll do. We'll find out. And if it seems to make sense on the value to the work, then I'll do it. If it doesn't, then I'll be like, yeah, I'll pass. So, as we go over to Mac and Cheese, and he's a good 40 minutes away from me, 35, 40 minutes away. So there's a little bit of a drive, but not too bad. And the roads are pretty empty because it's pretty obvious they closed schools. Julie just called me and said that, unbeknownst to her, her class had been canceled today. Yeah, so even the local community college canceled classes today, because in this area, it's really a hit or miss on the weather being radical or not so much. And what happens a lot of times is you don't think much is going to happen, but at the end of the day, it turns out being the shit show. And this area just isn't groomed. This area just isn't groomed for people who know how to drive in this. Get it enough. We just don't get enough consistent snows and ice where people know how to handle it. So the roads just totally get locked down. And then we just don't really have the infrastructure like you do up north, with all the snowplow equipment, all the people that, you know, jump in the trucks and get out there and get the roads cleaned up and get it much more efficient. This area just isn't consistent enough to justify it, because we'll go many winters where it's like this. It just kind of rains. You just don't really get much any snow. All right, so now listen to this truck here. And see, to me, this truck here has really nice, it has a nice tone to it, nice exhaust to it. And it doesn't annoy you. That Dodge Charger, that fake exhaust, and I agree, you can turn it off, but at the same time, but then you just have a lame ass vehicle, which there's not even any noise coming out of it besides wind noise. Who wants that? Hey, what do you do before you go see Mac and Cheese? Maybe you get a Big Mac with cheese. How about that idea, huh? Let's get some McDonald's to have a healthy, nutritious lunch. Wow. So you know we got to do the before and after exhaust, right? I mean, this thing sounds good. Some ways, I don't know if I should do anything to it. Some ways, I think, I don't know. I'll have to have a hard conversation with Mac. Can I really beat the excitement of this exhaust? I just don't like the look of it and the back end of it. It looks so old school. So if I can keep the same note without getting the drone in the interior, with the muffler being moved underneath the cab of this truck, I think it's worth it. But if the muffler's gonna be underneath the cab of this truck now and get a drone out of it, then I think I'll pass. This truck is just so much fun. And it's just a naturally aspirated detuned 5.0 Mustang motor that it's only like a 400 horsepower motor. It's so unfortunate they didn't make it the GT, the 485 horsepower motor, because if this thing had about 500 horsepower, it would be even that much more fun. I could supercharge this thing, but that's just, wow. I think I'd definitely lose my license. It'd just be too much fun. It would be just too, it'd be very challenging to just stay out of this thing all the time. Plus, my kid drives this more than I do, and I just don't want to spend all that type of money in this truck, which I think she'll just end up crashing this thing personally. Yeah, it'd be insanely quick. Just like a Cletus McFarland's truck. That thing hauls ass. All right, Toyota Land Cruiser. I don't really like that new Land Cruiser, but be so lucky to get one. No, right? Oh my goodness! Hear this right here? That like drone noise. It's like stuck between gears, and the engine goes to like a deactivation, I think. and you get that real drone feel. You hear it. You know, I kind of forgot about that in this truck. So, yeah, if you have a muffler right underneath the cab, that's going to be really, really obnoxious. But I'm out in sport mode because sport mode gives it a little bit more of aggressive gear. So right, we're in 10th gear. When if I went to sport, see this thing with problem, it's got a sport mode here. See if I can see. You got the manual. Where is the sport mode? Oh, I can't even remember how you do all that stuff. Tow haul, slippery. Nope, I don't want that. I don't want that. I can't remember. I don't drive this truck enough. Sport. So now we're in sport. And since we're in sport mode now, does that change it? And you got to notice, like right now, does it continue to do that? A little bit. So I guess in sport mode, it doesn't let the engine go to a deactivation mode. That's my guess. That creates that just really obnoxious. Let's see here. Go back to normal. Now we're going back to normal. Let's see if it comes back. Nope. There it is. So you hear that noise? Yeah, so that's one concern. Now, that's one thing about this truck. If you're really kind of getting into it a lot, it's very noisy. I mean, it's really hard to actually hear somebody on a cell phone. So if somebody calls you, you're talking through the radio. Oh, Camping World Ultimate RV Show. Uh-oh. Really, that's this weekend? Yikes, right? Yikes. A lot of people out and about here in the DC area on the rainy day. All the ice is pretty much stopped. See, hear that? See, that's where I think on a muffler underneath the cab would be a problem. Coming into Manassas, you know, this Route 28, I've been driving this road for 45 years. Isn't that something? And it's pretty incredible how really in the last 20 plus years, this road is a bear, man. If you come to this road late in the afternoon, this road is just so shut down, but it's so still, in some ways, old school, archaic, and they never have really changed the infrastructure of it. I don't know how they would because there's too many commercial businesses, but wow. I mean, wow. You know, if my channel got as many hits as the anonymous phone calls come through my phone every day on my iPhone, it about drives me nuts. I have so much solicitation on my phone of people calling that want to sell me something or do this. It about drives me nuts. My YouTube channel would actually be huge if it rode off of just the amount of people who call me every day to sell me something.
Red light camera.
And if you actually included my emails, oh my gosh, you'd be talking about hundreds of hits a day on my YouTube channel, which I don't get that. I'm talking on, you know, consistent basis, hundreds of emails, hundreds. I mean, it's just be unbelievable. Oh my gosh, but it drives me. All right, here we go. We're close to Mac and Cheese. Yeah, one thing about this truck, oh my gosh, you can't keep it. So many damn buttons, it's ridiculous. Look at this truck, it's so bouncy. My coffee just blew everywhere because of me going over the railroad tracks. All right, coming in here to Mac and Cheese, and talked about this last time, but apparently the city of Manassas is buying up land left and right. The government's taking over the world, the country. All right, here we go. He's always next to the postal man. He's gonna go postal. All right, so let's see how he's doing today. I mean, Mac's usually pretty damn busy. This guy definitely knows how to make money. So I got a guy following me, so I don't like that crap. Just leave me alone. This is crazy. What are you doing, dude? Look at this guy here. So he's doing a mac and cheese as well? I guess so. That's interesting. Sometimes I wonder. I sometimes wonder. So let's put this up here just to make mac. Got the garage closed. Must be freezing their ass off. All right, let's go in. All right, let's see who the troublemakers are today. In the office, hanging out, looking pretty. Ah, nobody. How about that, huh? There he is.
What's up, man? How are you, boss?
Great, how you doing? Hey, there's the puppy. Hey, this thing was sitting here last time I was here. So it tells me what is the deal, right? So the bumper marks in it, I can. Aren't you done yet? Man, Jesus Christ, this thing's been sitting here forever.
That's not true. Forever's a long time. Alright, let me know.
Got this new exhaust on it. Alright, it's awful quiet in here, isn't it? It's eerie quiet, so what exhaust would he recommend? That's going to be interesting. And what type of exhaust tip would I use? So would I, something pretty neat on the outside of that truck. Well, that's pretty cool. See the two over there, the black, the one into the two? That'd be pretty cool, right? So, interesting to say the least. Am I up? You need a key. Are you going to bring it in?
Yeah, I'm putting that.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Wait,
Number
is this
4. That's me.
Oh, no, wait.
Where's your truck?
I'm sorry. No, that one. The other Ford.
The other Ford. Okay, so I got bumped. They're bumping me. So I guess he's just going to move it over here. Would be my guess. On the 2-door. So the guy followed me here in a black truck. He followed me in, and now he's getting privilege over me. How does that work, right? I thought I was special. I guess not.
And I'm letting it cool down so I can check for a leak.
Right.
Get this Buick out of the way and put up on there and go from there.
Yeah, so what my vision is take out the
You
two.
were saying you want to come out the side, right?
Yeah, and like you
Turn
said,
up
the
the
gas tank's gonna be a problem. That's what you said. So I guess we'd route it out here on the right side.
Yeah. Typically,
Right in front
the
of the-
fuel tanks blocks your routing.
Yeah, so I was thinking
Boom,
of-
right there.
Right.
I got a cool double slash cut deal.
With a black?
They're chrome, but I can paint them black.
I saw a black one. Oh, I'd be curious what you're talking
I
about.
might have one in there.
All right, so it's all about the budget, man. So this is gonna be too pretty pricey. I'm
I
just
know
not
you
gonna
brought
do
a
it.
bunch of money with you. As much as I
Yeah,
can
right.
get.
Sure. It's
I
called
know you're gonna try to
it's,
haggle
it's
me.
gonna it's called a credit card. Yeah. Yeah, everybody always has more money than you, right? Isn't that always the story? Yeah, exactly. Come on. What are you doing to that
I got
truck?
a cool leak on that thing?
Roughly 2.
You're still here? You didn't hear me.
What?
You're
I'm still
here?
here?
Yeah.
God, he keeps me in a cage out back.
Yeah, I think it's the direct pipe, but
Hey, you remember the diet you were supposed to go on first of the year? You remember that?
There's no way.
he's on his diet, actually.
If you quit drinking all those damn beers all day long, you'd be all right.
I'm drinking here, actually. Just hop in, I'll raise you up.
Dude, man. I just smoked cigarettes and started eating.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I hear you.
scared.
with your fucking
Not
bolas
this
on.
concrete, no. We're going to the park. We're going to the park like good old people.
With the rubber.
Yeah.
We're going to Jason first if you try
With a good pile of mulch, you know what I mean? That's it.
Let's not get Jason first before this.
See, now I'm gonna have to get my flip game back. If I see
It's
you do a
really not
backflip,
hard,
I
bro.
know I used to flip all the time.
Flip.
But yeah, do a backflip. I used to do when I was like 14.
Yeah, you're kind of like, yeah,
Well,
right.
even when I was in my 30s, I could still do a
Backflip's
backflip on the
the easiest.
trampoline.
Yeah, the backflip's
Really?
the easiest flip.
That's how I feel, man. I can't afford to get hurt.
Yeah, right.
That's me.
Right. Where's Ant?
He's doing his homework.
That's a good thing.
He's in the back.
Which slash are you talking about? Which pipe are you talking about over here? I thought you were talking about, like, see that one back there?
Actually, that'll work perfect. And that's black chrome. Yeah, that's got your name on it. That's one. I didn't realize I had that nice black chrome one. That's even nicer than the one I thought I was going to put.
Oh, wow.
Oh, thank you for saying that, man. Yeah. Some of my brothers worked really hard to like settle into this place, and
He knows props. He probably knows your dad.
so what, Bobby?
You know Bobby Shiflett?
I know that name.
Wesley Shiflett, Falls Church guys? Fairfax?
I know the
Tree
name.
guys?
Oh, you're saying
Yeah,
those
put a
names
face
on
on it.
camera. Now those names are online.
He's screwed.
Now they're gonna pull up in a
Hey,
Google
hey,
search.
he's screwed. You're gonna be tracking you down. You're gonna be tracked down. Hey, we need a nurse in the house.
Quiet, please.
We need a nurse in the house.
Everybody shut the fuck up, please.
You almost had it.
Go ahead and start it. All right, we're good.
All right, Jesse. All right, Jesse, come on over. You need to stick that thing up your ass. Take vitals on you. Oh no. You'll have some weirdos showing up, start talking this language. Yeah, I got a key. All right. Hey, look, there you go, right? Yeah, you flurry boy.
I said he's over here talking about putting stuff in somebody's ass and look at his keychain.
Yeah, it gives it away every time.
I'm about to get rid of that damn.
Sister's iron horse.
Ah, that's cool.
I gotta show you this other one. You can fucking see this. This is a bad motherfucker. There we go.
I don't hear nothing. It's almost weakening. No salsita, no musita, nothing, daddy. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, baby.
Probably Korean place.
What's this? Who'd you buy this off of?
You don't know John Slow, that he's
I know another dude. His name's John Fitz. Is real similar. You know,
owner. Fucking dude, this thing is a